Guys, if you guys can hear me eating this tortilla chip, I'm sorry. I'm really hungry right now. Let me attach this to my lapel. You ever chew something really crunchy and you wonder if anybody else can hear it? This is really good. Ah, this is so good. All right, guys, we're about to start at the 1 minute mark. Okay, let's get started. So, I've been seeing a whole bunch of white men are better posts coming up just out of the clear blue sky. Let me start by saying I don't have a problem with whoever you choose to date. You have to be with whoever makes you happy at the end of the day, so you do what you have to do. However, when it's to the point where some of you guys are like cheerleaders for these white men, I don't think it's a good look. I gotta tell you. I don't think it's a good look. Let me close my book, guys. Sorry. This chip is so good. I don't think it's a good look. When you guys are basically cheerleaders for these white men, welcome. If you're watching, give it a thumbs up. And it's like, do they even want you? I was watching the Discovery ID channel. And this isn't to say that, all these kinds of men commit these crimes, because that's not true. I'm trying to be careful what I say because I don't want people to try to make it seem like I'm, promoting hate speech or whatever. But some of these crimes, you ever notice that they're all committed by like the same group of people that look the same, if you understand what I'm saying, if you're reading the title? So when I see women say that these men are better, I'm like, that's interesting. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I love black men. That's just my thing. I love black men. I don't like you any less if you are a woman and you feel that, hey, you need to go be with a white man. I won't feel any way about you, but black love is what I want in my life. But it's to the point where some of you guys are really cheerleaders. This is one YouTuber, I'm not going to say her name. Initials are CK, like Calvin Klein. And it's like she's a cheerleader for white men. And it's like, didn't you already get a white man? So why are you out here being a cheerleader? At what point does the cheerleading stop? And it's like some of you guys, it almost comes off like an anger. Trenton, you must have just gotten here. You might want to rewind the video. You're right. There's no love like black love. I made it this title to be funny. Like I was saying, when it's to the point where you are a professional cheerleader for the white man, and it's kind of like sis, okay? Now I'm talking about CK. I'm not going to say her name. But we've all seen the videos. It's like, miss, you already caught a white man. And then that's the thing. I feel like a lot of black women will go into these interracial relationships and they're not going to know what to expect. I made a video about a girl. I think her name was Brittany Towns. And she was around a bunch of Anglo people. And what happens, okay? What happens is that she ended up dead at the bottom of a pool, even though she could swim, but nobody knows how she ended up dead at the bottom of a pool. Then I check her fiance's pictures online, and then soon after she dies, he gets with this white girl. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your fiance just died, sir. Isn't this like a time of mourning for you, right? I see you got yourself a new woman pretty quickly, because as women, if we were to get ourselves a new man right after our fiance died, people would think we had something to do with it. I'm just saying. Just putting that out there, just a thought. I feel like a lot of you guys are just buying into this whole, oh, we're all the same. And I just don't think that we're all the same, because I don't feel like we all have the same life experiences. Look at that boy, Bakari Henderson. Whenever I see one black guy in a group of a bunch of white men, first of all, I already know you're a Republican. I already know your views lean to the right. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because some of my views lean to the right too. And number two, I already know that you're one of those people, oh, love is love and we're all the same and, dude, it doesn't matter what color you are and yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. You have to understand, okay? I don't care if this is the person that you're married to. When you're in a situation, when something goes down, this person is not going to defend you, okay? Especially not the way that you need to be defended. Bakari Henderson had all those white friends, and did any of them help him? Nope. What is that girl's name? Brittany Towns, something like that. You guys saw the video I made. She grew up in that town. Did any of the people help her when she, quote unquote, drowned in the pool? What about the woman? I think her name is Tamla Hofswerd. She's a black woman. She went to a sleepover. First of all, let's talk about this. I know nobody's going to like what I say, but I have to say it. You should never be the only black person in a room. You should never be the only black person in a room. So they were having an adult sleepover party, which to me sounds weird in itself, but okay. So you're at an adult sleepover party. Are you serious with this title? John Boxing, did you watch the whole video or did you just pop up in the middle of the video? I'm just curious. Let me continue my story and let him rewind so he can see why that's the title. Anywho. So let me get this straight. You are the only black woman. All these white people are here. I'm actually listening now. Oh, okay, so then you have to rewind and catch up. So you're the only black person. All these white people are here. Something happens to you. Nobody knows what happened. I mean, nobody thinks that there's a little funny business going on here. And this is the race of people that some of you women are running to go to. Now, it's not to say that all white people are like this. But I'm just saying I would really have to have my guard up. Like, I would be really paranoid. Because you have to understand that if you marry into a white family, more than likely there will be a time where you will be the only black person in a room. And remember, I already told you, this is number one. Like, I'm actually writing a movie called How to Survive a Scary Movie, because for black people, we need that. This is the number one rule. This is a real life rule. You cannot be the only black person wherever you go. You just, it's not going to work. You need a black buddy, all right? Because what's going to happen, once again, when something goes down, they're going to say they didn't see anything. Look at the whole Brittany Towns girl was engaged to this man, yet nobody knows what happened to her at this pool party. I mean, this is some funny business. There's some funny business going on here. Tamala Hosford, the tampering of evidence. And you can just see it coming from a mile away. I already know when a black person, all right, is secretly going to be wearing, you know what, let me not even take it there. I don't want this video to be flagged. Let me not even take it there. But these are the race of men that you guys are running to. And I'm just sitting over here like, okay. And one of my former classmates, she's like, yeah, you're single. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I am single. Just because I'm single does not mean that I'm miserable. I'm single by choice. I don't have children by choice. I'm not about to get up and run into the arms of a white man. And even sometimes, like, I try not to stare. But sometimes I'll stare. I'm not going to lie. I'll stare because I'll see like a black guy and he's with a white girl. And again, it's not like a top tier white girl like a Scarlett Johansson or like, and I know some of you guys don't like it when I say top tier, but it's the truth. Like there are some average looking Beckys. And it'll never be a top tier like a Scarlett Johansson or a Blake Lively or a Rachel McAdams. I mean, it is always someone. I mean, there's a difference between being fat and just morbidly obese, not a good looking person, giving me all sorts of, let me not say that. Let me not say that. You got to be very careful because, I don't want people to come out and call me racist. And it's like, it's so hard for me to not stare. I feel like all the manners that I was taught as a child completely goes out the window because I have to stare. I'm compelled to stare. I have to know what put you in this situation. How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I almost sung that song, but I couldn't hold the note. So I'm like, let me not. Like, this is supposed to be a no man's land right now. And yet some of you are happily going there. Like, I'm being trolled by someone who loves white women, but apparently white women don't love him because he don't have a girlfriend. And he doesn't have women, reaching out to him, these white women actively pursuing him. But some of you guys, you get told that it's, so much better to go be with the other race. And it's like, oh, okay. From now on, I'm just going to stare. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to stare. And then when they see me looking, I just do that look. Like people might look away. No, I just look even harder like, Well, guys, this has been interesting. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to keep it up for a little bit because apparently some people actually thought that I did mean white men are better. This is what happens when we just come in halfway through the video. We don't click the notification bell so we can be notified when a video starts.